Hello and welcome again to another video tutorial here on understanding body language, liars, cheats and happy feet. It's Monday morning and I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Now then, since I posted my Take Me Out video last night, I've had a ton of requests to do some more. So back by popular demand, here is another two Take Me Out body language analysis videos. So again, it's going to be in the same format as the one I did yesterday. So make sure you tune into that one after you've had a look at this one. So this one is the one that was aired on Saturday here in the United Kingdom, and featuring this chap here called Whyte. Okay, so what we're going to look at here is the facial expressions of the females who are rating him on his level of attractiveness and whether they actually want to go out on a date with him. So let's just start the video and let's just start to look at some facial expressions. Okay, so here we go. So he comes down the love lift. He's all dressed in white. Okay, so the first expression we see there is from the contestant Gracie, and we can see this particular expression here. Now, this is what's known as a macro expression. This isn't a micro expression. That expression will be on the face for anywhere between 1 to 3 seconds. This particular expression is surprise, which is one of the universal expressions that we all make. And we can see that by the raising of the eyebrows, the widening of the eyes, and how the mouth dropped down. So you see the massive mouth opening gaze here, which is indicative of surprise. But again, that's a universal expression, so we should all recognize that one. Okay, so as he continues down, people are checking him out. Okay, and then the next expression we see here is that expression there. Okay, so let's just pause it. And there we go. Now that expression there is disgust. Now disgust is where the nose pushes down and the top lip raises. We can also see with disgust that sometimes the eyes close. So we're blocking out the things that are causing us to be disgusted. So when by shutting our eyes, we block out the visual stimulus causing the distress. And also in this particular expression here, scientists have shown that it actually blocks out the sense of smell, because when you press your nose down, it blocks off the nose, so it stops the offending smell getting into your senses. So that's the expression there. So already we've seen surprise and disgust. Okay, so we need to have a look at this chap. So the chap in question is this bloke here. Okay, he's called Whyte, and he's a musician. So what happens now is he talks about himself and the girls start to rate him. So what we need to look at here is about what some of the contestants think about him. So let's start from here.
You seem a really nice guy, but I really like guys with really dark hair like myself, so it's just on that fact, really. You seem really lovely.
Alright, okay, great.
Okay, so did you spot any silent behaviour there, which was significant? The first thing I noticed there.
A really nice guy, but I really like guys with really dark hair like myself, so it's just on that fact, really. You seem really lovely.
Okay, so you seem really lovely, and then she makes what's known as the turtleneck pose, and it is where the shoulders lift and the head drops down. We can also see the lips stretching, and this is where we don't want to offend somebody. We'll see this particular facial expression in when you're trying to conceal your actual emotion. So basically, in layman's terms, she's saying that she doesn't find him attractive. However, she doesn't want to offend him by saying that. Okay, so she sugarcoats it slightly, but her body leaks out the true message.
Just on that fact, really. You seem really lovely.
Okay, and there we go. So we can see the tightening of the neck, the shoulders lifting up, the head dropping down, and these are classic non-verbal indicators that someone isn't comfortable in this setting, and that is why they adopt that particular pose. Okay, so that's that little bit of Take Me Out covered. And the next video I've got for you here is something very similar when it comes to facial expressions. So just have a look at this one. So I'll just play it so you can have a look what's going on.
Oh, that is not stuck you. He's over the moon. You've got to be happy, Tess. Why did you keep your lights on?
It wasn't going off. He'd fit right in with all my friends. He's wicked. Why not?
That sounds great. Oh, Tess, you know, you're a lovely boy, and Kaylee, honestly, you're going to have a great time with it. You really are.
Okay, right here. So let's just start at the very beginning. Let's have a look at this video.
Oh, that is not stuck you. He's over the moon. You've got to be happy, Tess.
Okay, so the first pose I see there is the arms akimbo. Watch this one from the lady. There we go. So the arms placed on the hips, okay, which signifies disappointment. So you'll see that particular expression. We saw it was very prominent yesterday in the League Cup final between Liverpool and Cardiff City. If you see the penalty shootout, The Cardiff players lost, the team lost, and the team adopted that particular stance at the end of the game to emphasise their disappointment and their frustration. So by adopting this particular pose here, it doesn't exactly enthrall me that she's comfortable or confident with her new date. Okay, so we get a verbal response there that he's very, very happy.
Why did you keep your lights on?
It wasn't going off. He'd fit right in with all my friends. He's wicked. Why not?
Okay, and in that particular expression there, we see the shoulders coming into play after everything she just said. No, he says he looks wicked, but the shoulders keep flicking right up.
That sounds great. Oh, it says, you know, you're a lovely boy, and Kaylee, honestly, you're going to have a great time with you.
Okay, so you're going to have a great time with him, and note the immediate facial expression she flashes. Now then, what expression is that to you? I'll give you a clue. We saw the same one before. It's disgust. And again, but this time she's got her eyes wide open. Now in disgust, the nose drops down and the top lip raises. So when she's seen disgust, after this said she's going to have a good time. So her immediate response to the thought of having a good time potentially fills her with disgust. So let's watch it back in one more time.
Honestly, you're going to have a great time with it. You really are.
Okay, so what happens next is, in this little scenario here, we can see how she has adopted the knuckles up, holding hands gesture here. You see now, in essence, sometimes it's the guy who has the palms up. I know when I'm walking with my missus, it's a subconscious action that I will always take the upper hand of Kat to just protect her, you know, and to lead with her. However, in this instance, it's the other way around. She's the one who's dominating this particular exchange here. Okay, and then they go upstairs.
Postcard Island Resort for some well-earned fun in the sun. You lucky people. It's only the Isle of Fernando.
Okay, so they're off to the Isle of Fernando. Okay, so what we get now, a little bit more of verbal. However, what happens now is, what happens when you don't pay any attention is, you miss things. And this chap missed the fact that he missed the door there. He walked straight clean into that door. Watch this again. Okay, he's not interested in his surroundings. Here we go. He's not interested in, and he just walked straight into the door.
Great that a girl as good looking as Kaylee had picked me.
He's not my usual type, but he seems really fun, and I think we'll have a lot of fun on the date.
She's proper gorgeous. Yeah, she's well nice.
Okay, so what I noticed there is, again, mixed in with that facial expression of disgust, the eye break is very significant here. How she avoids eye contact. You can see the jubilation on his face with the arching of the eyebrows. Okay, and the smiling coming through.
He's not my usual type, but he seems really fun, and I think...
Okay, so when Paddy said about fun before, she flashed disgust, and then when she's just said about he looks really fun, she avoids eye contacts and puts the head and eyes down to the floor.
We'll have a lot of fun on the date.
And we'll have a lot of fun on the date, and we can see how she presses those lips together. Now, fun and happiness, generally universal, and those universal expressions will flash on the face, so we're flashing the smiling muscles. However, we don't necessarily see that by pressing the lips down harder together. So we're seeing clusters of light movement here that shows her her uncertainty and her anxiety about going out on a date with this chap. Okay, and all this behaviour can be readily observed just by observing people's facial expressions, because don't forget, people's facial expressions give you an indication to their thoughts and their feelings and their intentions well before they actually say anything, before their verbal message. So the non-verbal carries a lot more oomph than the actual verbal communication does, and we can see that by decoding their face.
Gorgeous. Yeah, she's
so there we go. So that's that video tutorial taken care of. On the first video, we saw quite a lot of disgust, and we can see a lot of the turtleneck expression where the shoulders lift up and the head drops down. This is kind of behaviour you will see when someone's in an environment they don't feel comfortable. It's a body hunching pose where that person wants to try and make themselves as small as possible to try and avoid detection. It's a classic pose you'll see wherever you go, wherever you see anxiety or stress or nervousness possibly. So there you go. So if you'd like to learn more about body language, then please check out my body language page. It's on Facebook. Just check out. It's called Understanding Body Language, Liars, Cheats and Happy Feet. It's the link below this video. It's facebook.com/CJBacks. Just click that. Or you can follow me on Twitter, which is @BodyLanguageUK. So there you go. So any questions, comments or queries on body language, then please check out my 2 pages on Facebook and on Twitter, and I'll do my best to get back to you. So there you go. And speaking of the turtleneck pose, okay, that particular expression there, they call a turtle effect. Okay, that is the classic expression. What I was talking about before. So if you want to learn more about gestures and expressions and how to read people and spot, potential deception and how to spot flirting and dating signals, things like that, check out my page. It's all on there. So there you go. So that's everything covered on understanding body language, liars, cheese and happy feet. And I look forward to speaking to you all soon. So take care and bye-bye for now.